Hey, Kanye, I'm gonna let you finish, but Sigma does the best production of your songs ever. Better than you. Ever. Now who gonna stop me? Hello everyone, it's 21st of April, it's a Monday, it's a new week, so that means new music to talk about. This is MusicVlog, your weekly update on what tracks have been released, what tracks have done well in the charts, what hasn't done well in the charts, and I'm going to talk to you about tunes. So if you're one of those pretentious people who tries to impress their mates by pretending to know what they're talking about, by talking about new music really fast, then this is the place for you. Because I can teach you how to do that, because I do that all the time. So here we go, let's have a look at what happened in the charts this week. Now I'm feeling pretty smug right about now, because in this music review series I call MusicVlog on the tube of the U, I've only ever handed out 3 5-star ratings. And if you look at the top 3 singles in the official singles chart, you'll see that those sitting nicely at the top are the only 3 songs I've ever given 5-star reviews. So I'm quite happy because the songs that I'm reviewing well are selling well. Not saying there's a link, not saying that I directly influence the single sales in the UK, which I definitely do. I'm not saying that at all. So this week's number 1 was a new entry from Kaiser with the track Hideaway. That was my star pick last week. I cannot stress it enough. If you've not seen the video yet, it is incredible. Go and watch it. At number 2 was Sigma's reboot of Kanye West's Bound 2. It's called Nobody to Love, and it's one of those songs you can just put on loop, just listen to it over and over again, and it doesn't get boring. And then at number 3 was Shift Key with Touch, and I gave that song 5 stars last week as well. Nearly made it my star pick, but Kaiser just nicked it off him. So I'm feeling very smug about my music taste at the moment. More disappointingly though, a new entry at number 11 was L.R. Fox with A Billion Girls, and I don't know him, but I just hate that kid so much. Go and watch some interviews, tell me you don't feel the same as me. However, at number 13, good news, Meridian Dan and German Whip was a new entry. I'm quite happy because Meridian Dan is like, he's quite underground still, he's quite an up and coming artist, and he's not one of those corporate, you know what I mean, one of those types of artists, like L.R. Fox. So to get a new entry straight in at 13 for an artist like Meridian Dan, absolutely incredible. So great work. Also worth noting is the fact that Paolo Nutini had 2 new entries in the single charts this week, only they weren't singles at all. There were 2 tracks from his new album, Caustic Love. They were Iron Sky, which came in at number 59, and Better Man, which came in at number 60, which is extremely impressive to get 2 album tracks into the singles chart in the same week. Caustic Love, the new album from Paolo Nutini, also went straight in at number 1 on the album chart and became the fastest selling album of 2014 so far. It sold 109,000 copies in just 7 days, which is incredible. I've not actually heard the album yet, but these sales figures and these reviews that I'm hearing make me really want to listen to it, so I'll hear it soon. And I'll of course let you guys know what I thought of it. Right, on to this week's releases. These are the songs that are coming out this week and will be battling for a high position in the end of week sales chart. So these are the songs that are brand spanking new, and do go out and support the artists that you like, the ones that you're fans of. Go and buy their music and support their good work. So first up, we're going to review Mr. Probz and his song Waves. Now the version that you want to look out for is a remix by a guy called Schulz. This is the one that's being pushed on the radio and is being pushed as the official release. So it's a bit confusing that the remix is actually the main single. It confused me at first. But I quite like this tune. It's come out at an absolute perfect time. It's the end of April, the weather's just starting to improve, and all the summery tracks are starting to come out. I think it's going to battle with Calvin Harris to be the track of the summer. Do you know what I mean? Every year has the track, and this is well in the running. It's also a very strong contender for this week's official number 1. So go and listen to it if you like your chilled out dance music, your nice relaxing vibes. If you're going on holiday, then this is a download that you need to get into your life. So I'm going to give Mr. Probz 4 out of 5 stars. Very strong start. Next up is the dance tune from Cash Cash called Take Me Home. Now the first time I heard this song, the first thing I thought was, it sounds like a cheap version of Zed's Are You Gonna Stay the Night? You know that track where he used Hayley Williams on the vocals? I heard this new Cash Cash single And I just thought, it's like someone has heard that Zed song and gone, yep, I want to make it, but avoid a lawsuit. So they've made it very, very close. Are You Gonna Stay the Night, Take Me Home, they're very similar, they're both dancey tunes. So for originality, it loses points for me because I think he's definitely been copying Zed. However, the song itself is not that bad. It's okay, it's very middle of the road dance. It gets 3 out of 5 from me. Next up, DJ Cassidy has teamed up with 2 massive names in the vocal world, Jessie J and Thicke. His new single is called Calling All Hearts. Now, I watched the official video for this, and at first I thought it showed a lot of promise. The video's I don't know what I liked about it. It's quite charming, it's a little bit funny. I don't know why, and it was all revolved around this hat. I quite like the start of the video, and the ending of the video as well is quite nice. It's just a shame about the bit in the middle, the actual song and the actual music. It's not brilliant. I'm not a huge fan of Thicke anyway, to be honest. Jessie J, she's decent, but unfortunately it just doesn't cut it for me. And also the video has Thicke doing his weird thing that he does with women with Jessie J, and I don't like it at all. So the video is quite fun, but the song itself, not brilliant. 2 out of 5 stars. Right, so Dominique Young Unique has brought out an official single. She's this female rapper. She's meant to come across as very street and very raw, I think. I quite like her. She's made a few cameos on quite a big tracks in the past sort of couple of years. However, she's on her own this time, and unfortunately, I don't think she carries her own at all. I'm really, really not keen on the new track. It's called Throw It Down, and I think it's got an extremely niche audience. I think people who have been following Dominique Young Unique might like it, but the general appeal and the mass appeal, I know that's not what makes a song, whether it has mass appeal or not, but I feel like a proper old person when I listen to Dominique Young Unique's new song, because I hear it and I just think it's just noise, it's awful. So I'm sorry if you like that song, but for me, 1 out of 5 stars. Joel Compass is up next with his new track, Forgive Me. Now, he's getting a lot of hype as an upcoming mainstream pop artist with an actual decent voice, which I definitely approve of, and I can see that. He has got a very, very good voice. However, I still think he needs to find his way in the types of songs that he's making. I think he's playing it very safe at the moment. The new single is called Forgive Me, and it is very middle of the road. The topic, the lyrics, the music, the vocal performance, you can tell that he's a good singer and you can tell that he's doing a brilliant job, but it just lacks edge, and I think it's the same sort of generic sort of stuff that's being churned out all the time. It's nothing special, but it's not awful, so for that reason, 3 out of 5 stars. And the Kooks are back for their first single in 2 years. The new one is called Down, and it's really cool. It's really indie, it's very much Kooks at their roots. I didn't mean for that to rhyme, but it did. It's very much where they started out, and it's very much the sort of thing that gave indie its appeal. It's cool, it's the sort of thing that you'd hear if you went down to your pub on a Friday night and heard a local band playing. But it's that with a sort of professional edge, a professional gloss, if you will, over the top of it from the years of experience that the Kooks have had. So combined, it's absolutely brilliant, and I'm so glad to have the boys back. I really like the song. 4 out of 5 stars from me. So Neon Jungle have released their new single called Welcome to the Jungle, and no, it's not a cover of Guns N' Roses. That would be really odd if Neon Jungle covered Guns N' Roses. Very strange. The track seems like it is very dancey, but it's not the sort of dance music that's in at the minute. Do you know what I mean? It's not the sort of dance music that's in fashion. It's kind of like it would have had its place maybe 5 or 6 years ago. And also, what is this trend with people putting on fake Jamaican accents when they're singing? I'm starting to see this crop up more and more in music. Like rappers who have an American or a British accent are starting to rap in Jamaican, and I just don't get it. It just sounds absolutely terrible. And they've got 2 vocalists on this track, Welcome to the Jungle, and they both do it, and it just sounds atrocious. So for me, 1 out of 5 stars. Luke Sital-Singh is releasing his new track this week called Greatest Lovers. Now, I absolutely fell in love with Luke Sital-Singh after he brought out Nothing Stays the Same. I heard that song and it was just absolutely groundbreaking for me. And unfortunately, Greatest Lovers just doesn't quite cut it the same way that Nothing Stays the Same did. It doesn't have the same instant appeal. I don't know whether it'll grow on me or whether it won't, but to me, It seemed very average. It was decent because it's Luke Sital-Singh, it's got his brilliant vocals, but for me, the lyrics just weren't quite there. It seemed very average. I don't know what it was, but it just seemed to be lacking something. I felt like I was listening to it and I just wanted something to happen and it never did. So it's not awful, don't get me wrong, it's Luke Sital-Singh, so it's brilliant, but at the same time, it just lacks that something special that he seemed to have in a lot of his other songs. So 3 out of 5 stars. And finally, my star pick this week comes from Indiana and her new single, Solo Dancing. Now this song did have immediate appeal to me. I heard it and I was like, yes, this is great vibes. It's something a little bit unconventional, I guess. If you listen to the music, it seems kind of irregular, and the kind of verse, a breakdown and structure doesn't really stick to conventions. But I liked it, I really liked it. It's got quite a dark undertone, and Indiana's vocals are beautiful as always. I am a huge fan. Also, the video, this is something else. The video is pure strange. Firstly, it contains this screenshot, which I absolutely love. Now, as a media graduate, I've been trained to watch media products and be able to break them down and see like symbolics and things like that. So I was watching this video and listening to the music, and I wasn't sure if it was just my filthy mind or if it was just me being in media watching mode, but I was starting to think, is solo dancing a euphemism for something else? And I was watching the things that are going on in the video, and I'm not sure if it's just me or if it's a really, really sexual video. Now, on face value, it doesn't appear like that at all, but go and watch it. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, then you're probably not old enough. But watch the things that she's doing in the video and look at them literally at what she's doing. And solo dancing and listen to the lyrics, and it might just be me with my mind in the gutter, but I'm pretty sure there is a lot of double entendre in the video, which, if anything, is so, so clever. I absolutely adore the song, and if that's the case, the video is amazing. I'm going to give it 4 out of 5 stars. It's my star pick this week. So let's talk about some future releases. These are the tracks that are forthcoming, and you'll be able to purchase them and have them in your life very, very soon. So on the 27th of April, that's next week, Calvin Harris is going to drop his tune Summer, and it is just going to annihilate radio airtime for the next few months, trust me. Also on the 27th of April, on the same day, Pitbull is releasing his track Wild Wild Love, which I'm really looking forward to. For sure. On May the 4th, Afrojack is bringing out his track 10 Feet Tall, and Foxes, yay, has her new single Holding On To Heaven coming out. Now on the 11th of May, Mick Mulvey, who you might know as Cuckoo, is coming back with his track Meet Me There. And on the 18th of May, Fuse ODG brings out Dangerous, and Sam Smith will share with us his track called Stay With Me. So that's it, you're all up to date with music for this week. I'll be back next week with another edition of MusicVlog. Do subscribe if you like the sort of stuff that you're seeing on my channel, because I'm bringing out new videos all the time. I've got loads planned, even before next week when I'll bring out a new music vlog. I've got loads of other little bits coming out. And do share this video if you want to share the gift of music with your friends. So thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate your time, and I'll see you very, very soon.